Well, I live in Alabama, Jasper, Alabama. I started fighting in tough man contests, which is a local competition to see who the toughest guy in town was, probably 30 years ago. After some time, people didn't want to fight me. So I turned professional, and I've been fighting professionally for over 20 years now. Started boxing for the first 15 years. I'm still boxing regularly, but I've also started cage fighting 6-7 years ago, and kickboxing. Fought all over the world: Japan, China, Australia, Korea. Fought Mexico. Fought all over the world. Boxing and cage fighting, and I'm getting close to retiring. So I probably have 5-10 fights left total. And I've always had a good response here in Laredo. A promoter called me wanting me to fight in this area, so I said, yeah, they've always treated me well every time I've been there. So what better place to come? You get great food, beautiful women, good hospitality, great fight fans. There's nothing any better, so that's why I'm here.
And how long have you prepared for this match? Let's go focus on.
Well, I fight so often, I'm always prepared. I fought less than a month ago in Korea, so you just never quit training. You just keep going and going. I've had over 200 fights, so you got to be ready. You got to be ready at all times.
Which division are you in? Division
the super heavyweight.
Okay.
And in boxing, anything over 197 is heavyweight.
Okay.
In mixed martial arts, MMA, which we're fighting in a cage fight, they go from 205 to 265, which is heavyweight, and then anything over 265 is super heavyweight.
How to combine into your routine, add to your routine?
It was a big transaction because of the level of boxer I'm at. When I started the kickboxing, they threw me right in there with the top fighters in the world. So it took a little bit of time to get used to the karate side of it, and then I learned the wrestling and the jiu-jitsu side shortly after. So once I got motivated to learn, hey, boxing, I'm not going to be able to do it just on boxing abilities. I'm going to have to learn the fight skills. So I went from learning just boxing to wrestling, kickboxing, and karate, and jiu-jitsu. So if you don't know at least 3 of them, you're in trouble.
And which one of those have been the most difficult one to?
Well, once you get your mindset to learn, it's not hard. I mean, if you're a trained athlete to be able to box, you can move over to another aspect pretty easily. So the jiu-jitsu and all that, I went to American Top Team, ATT, in Florida, which is probably one of the best schools in the world to train at.
Okay. So it wasn't hard for you at any time to add it?
Well, it's always hard. I mean, everything's hard in the fight game. I mean, but the transaction went pretty smooth.
Do you have a type of strategy you're going to use on this Saturday?
Yeah. My strategy, I go out there and I want to knock them out. I want to stand up and bang. That's my whole plan. The ground game, I know enough not to be in trouble, to keep out of trouble on the ground, but I'd rather not fight on the ground. But I fought in Japan on the very last Pride show, which Pride is a huge organization in the world, and I submitted a Brazilian purple belt in jiu-jitsu. So to do that task was a big accomplishment in my career, but realistically, I'd rather stand up. I'd rather knock him out than submit him.